fucking market maker buy mod or market maker sell models and shit?
The general, like the most basic.
Okay. One thing I can tell you though that's super fucking helpful is just like essentially the side of the curve. So in a, can I draw on this or no? Can I draw?
Draw, I gotta enable it. Hold on.
Oh fuck, never mind. If you have to enable it, then actually it's fucking dead in here. So I mean, I guess you can. But if you turn on yeah, just keep it like that zoomed in. I'll show you what I mean. It's actually pretty sick because you can do this on any. Obviously, you know you can do it on anything. Fractal. All right, so you can see we're kind of just. It's like so it's buy side of the curve essentially. So you're attacking buy side, and then you start attacking sell side, and it's figuring out which side of the curve are you on to help keep you on the right side of shit. Now, with that said, what I like to look for, in all honesty, that's really cool, is so you know like order blocks. What you'll have essentially is the opposite closed candles will start supporting price. What I mean by that is if you look, say right over here, how on the buy side of the curve here, you can see how the down closed candles get supported, right? This one gets held here. And then this one, this opposite closed colored candle gets held right here. And then eventually it shifts and then green candles start holding price and they'll start doing the same thing. You can look over here again, we're on the buy side. You assume you're on buy side until you shift over. And really you get, I'm not going to argue about where you get the shift. The shift is pretty obvious when you break this right here, I would say. Get a couple equal lows, you got a swing low here, and these are all swing lows. Displaces through. Now you can see, again, as you're going up through here, notice how red candles, I mean, I know it's a stock, so there's fucking gaps, but like on an index, there isn't. You'll have how red candles just keep supporting price, how this red candle supports this one, and it keeps delivering higher. It keeps delivering higher because red candles keep supporting price. And it just keeps doing that. And then eventually, once you get that shift, you need to look for what opposite color candles are supporting it. So if it's still bullish, it's going to be down closed candles and red ones supporting it. If it's not, and you're on the sell side of the curve, it's going to be green and bullish candles. So notice how on this now, up until this point, and we get the shift, now look at the green candles. All of a sudden, they start holding price now. Order block here holds it. All this green gets supported right here and still holds. And then that's how you know that you're on the fucking other side of the curve. And that's the side of the market you want to be on. And that's what you're looking for is what color candles are holding price. That's all it is. Like that one sentence alone will help determine what side of the curve you're on. Because what you'll do is, do you have futures or no? Futures data?
Futures, yeah, yes.
Can you pull up ES actually? Or NQ more specifically? Actually would be ideal. So in a screenshot I sent to my friend, let me see the date. It was this week. Yeah, so go to the 26th, so like Monday at like 11:42 on like a 5, and also start erasing all of this shit. I'm sorry.
What day?
26th, so like 2 days ago, not even. Yeah, overnight. Go to yeah. All right. Give me like here to here. Oh fuck. Give me here to here. Give me like overnight of the 26th, like all this shit right here. Zoom in on like that only.
This?
Yeah, basically. So same. How do I clear this? Oh, cleared it. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, okay. So notice how just 26. Oh, that's live. We're looking at. Oh, yeah, 26 at night. Oops. Okay, so it's gonna be super fractal shit, but same idea. Where was this? Was this here? Oh my God, it was. Okay, so You start off futures open. Actually, let me get the drawing tool out. Hello. Buy side of the curve. Oh, I need an actual color. I'm very sorry. Okay. Draw. Duh. Okay, buy side of the curve coming in hot, right? Same thing. Down close candle. We don't hit it. That's fine. All these down close candles support it. Order blocks holds it, support it, whatever. These, notice how these fail to hold price, and you get that shift. This is like the first failure of price holding, and all of a sudden now you're on the sell side. Now again, once you have that shift occurring, you could start looking to see if the opposite close candles are now reversed. So again, we looking for red on buy side. We're looking for red candles to hold. Now look how these green candles, all of a sudden, as they come into it, they start supporting price as it's moving its way down. Yeah, this early one gets stopped out, so you just inducement model it. But again, the same thing. This one ends up holding. It's just the opposite close candles. That's all it is. Opposite close candles support the price, and that's how you can tell what side of the curve you're on. Same thing over here. Even like this, you're on buy side. You get the shift down, an FVG, fractal one in here, and then all of a sudden the opposite close candle supports price, and it delivers lower, and then this block right here supports price, and then it delivers lower. And that's all you're looking for is the shift, which look you get here, because again, what candles are supporting price? What opposite ones are supporting price? I should say, is what you're looking for to determine like what side of the curve you're on. That's will save you a lot of fucking trouble, because you're not going to look at, say, this one over here and be like, oh, this is bullish. You know what I'm saying? You know that you recognize you're on whatever side of the curve. The shift has occurred, and now you're expecting green candles to hold price and support it, which it does here, and then again, it does it here. And then you can even see as it's delivering lower, the opposite close candle still holds price and delivers. And it fucking dumped at 8:30. But you see what I'm saying, though? Like, that's all you're looking for. I don't know if I can screen share, but in my screenshot that I had, actually, let me save it. I can fucking repost it for you. But yeah, it's actually, okay, yeah, if you go to Cord and go to Zoom meetings, wait, that's not it. Is that it? That's definitely not it. I don't know. Like, if you just look in there, this was a screenshot I posted like as we had overnight. Same exact thing I was looking for in the sell model. You get your boxes, and then you get the smart money reversal and the shift, and you're looking to trade now the sell side of the curve. I don't know if you can screen share the Discord screenshot, Eric, but it's basically what you're looking for, and it'll save you a lot, because even though, yeah, you're hitting a red close candle, you know you're on the sell side, or when you're getting those up close candles, you're getting a really nice, oh my God, looks horrible. You're getting a really nice opportunity. You can see how in here we get the consolidation, and then the move up. And you get that breakdown there, and you get the smart money reversal here on that wick up. Now, you can trade box threes if you're psycho. You got to be really good at it. It's a lot of practice. But again, you're just waiting for that side of the curve to shift. We're attacking buy side, right? Look what's happening here. Opposite close. I know it's the same thing we just went over. Opposite close, supporting price, supports price. All of a sudden, the shift happens. How do we know we have a shift? We were able to spot a smart money reversal. And then we have a clear displacement down on this red candle, which you can see here is this. And then as you're on that sell side of the curve now, because we went buy side of the curve to now sell side of the curve, you're looking for those opposite close candles support. And you can see all these green candles are these right here, but you can see how they just hold price. Holds it. This one now holds it. So anytime you get an up move into this, you can sell into it. And if you're selling on green candles, you're going to get a much better fill, especially if you trade like options. Because you know how that goes. Once you get that micro pullback, all of a sudden the option premium gets like a 5% hit immediately. But if you're able to, buy puts as it's getting shit on a green candle like this, it's going to get a much better fill. And then again, yeah, it stops out some early opposite close stuff. But again, this is the larger move, it ends up supporting price. And then you saw what happened, Dark, as you were looking at it. It just delivered lower until that low. This was the initial low, but it technically hit this one as well. So that's really what you want to look for if you want to figure out like the side of your market that you're on. Can you spot the shift, which needs to happen because that's where the transition of the curve starts. You're on buy side until you shift and then you join sell side. To confirm that you're now on sell side, have you gotten, a displacement or anything like that? And then are green candles supporting price downwards? Those are like the two things you're looking for. And then you know that until you've hit the other side of the liquidity or model and it hasn't finished yet, you can trust it and assume that even though, because everyone knows it's pretty hard to sell on some bullish candles, you want to buy it, right? Like more often than not, just how people are, you end up wanting to buy that. But what you really need to be doing is recognizing where you're at and knowing that these are actually really good selling opportunities. Yeah, you can sell, like I said, these down close candles, knowing that it's going lower. But if you know that it's going lower, why would you not treat the up close candles as what is going to hold price and you just sell into that and get a way better fill? Because your fill here is like 59.60 versus up here, you're at like 62. Right? That's a few points of a difference of a fill. And on options, that's 5 to 10%, depending on your theta and everything that you're trading. I know I've been AFK, Dark, but I've been studying the entire time, and I've actually not stopped at all. So, yeah.
All good.
I've been doing my best to fucking upgrade everything I can, but that is like, if you just look for those two things, I guarantee you will save yourself being on the wrong side a lot. And if you can just be on the right side and just fucking hit it and not paper hand it and hold till the model finishing, you'd be surprised how often it'll just work if you're willing to walk away and not watch it. Truthfully. Now, to be fair, I want to say it did dip and then it hit this FEG at like 9:30 or some shit, then dumped, but it just took out early liquidity. But again, it was on the sell side of the curve the whole time. I don't know if you go back to the actual NASDAQ chart, but yeah. Very, very cool. Plus, you can't fake the future, which is the best part about all of that. So there you go. Couldn't fake that. I want to see. Oh yeah, yeah. It did deliver all the way to one for Tuesday. Yeah, Drake, if you go to like current data or just the continuation of that like NASDAQ move, you can see, I mean, you can even, if you zoom back to like that old area, like here to here, essentially. Same thing. Yeah, you purge early. Oops, that's good. Yeah, obviously, yeah, you purge early buy side, but you're just hitting this FEG. You call that trend for the up. You call it buy side because you're attacking buy orders. When you're going up, it's buys, and when it's going lower, it's sell side of the curve. But again, let's say you're looking at this and you're waiting for that shift to go back. You get it here. This is technically a breaker, your ICT, but not even talking about. I'm just talking about the side of the curve. And so once you get that break again, you know that you're back on the sell side of the curve. Opposite close keeps supporting price. I don't know if that hit. I don't think it did actually. Oh well. Opposite close supports it and just rebalances this because it's cool, and then just deletes itself for the daily low. But again, if you either A, look for what's holding the price, what color candles are holding it, and then if not, has there been a reversal? Really like the two things you got to look for. Find out like where you want to go in the market. And you can just trade that, especially if you're a scalper, you can basically join in at any time and you can spot, if you can spot those two things, you should be able to trade like relatively quickly. As long as you're willing to take, you know, some late fill on the model. Late, because you just showed up randomly. All right, I'm done. That was my speech. I could keep talking, but I don't want to. I also realize it's only 9:30 and it feels like I could talk about Forex if you want. Forex is pretty cool. If you guys want Forex charts, same shit. It's really identical shit. It's actually kind of fucked up. I don't even know how clean it was on ES, to be honest. I have no idea. Dark, I'm pretty sure you can double click fucking the price axis to instead zoom it out.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll admit ES delivered so much cleaner than NASDAQ today. It was actually stupid. I was actually upset after I looked at ES when I only trade NASDAQ, how much cleaner it delivered, especially the PM session. Oh my God, dude. You can see the fair value gap and mitigation that it hit, that you have that purple line at like 338. It just hits the FEG cleanly and then just dumps later for PM session.
The dive session.
Yeah, it was so much cleaner. NASDAQ looked so sloppy, but like on ES, it just gave it away if you just compared the indexes. But what's it? I mean, you can even see fucking, and you can even see on here, dude, or just the morning session in general. Purges buy side. You get the shift down here on the swing low break. Up green candle all of a sudden supports price, and then it starts going lower. Then green closed candle, this whole buy to sell in here, supported. And then this was technically a BPR, but we're not talking about that. But again, you see that shift and what color candles are holding price. That's all it is. And I'll admit, even on NASDAQ, this up move was actually pretty clean because all it did was hit a green candle and then it just tanked. So I guess ES hit an FEG, but NASDAQ hit a green candle, an opposite close candle. So again, if you're looking for sells, the green candle should be holding price, the bullish one, I should say. Oh, pretty sick. Pretty sick, Dark. Oh, dude, honestly, do this for me, Dark. Give me GU, GBP USD on a 15-minute. I want to talk about it. Because it's actually cleanish. It's actually clean as fuck. GBP USD. Oh, Great British Pound. Yeah, GBP USD. Anyone is fine. It really shouldn't matter. Get the top ones. And a 15-minute. All right. Give me just here to here. Like yesterday and today. Like all this shit. Okay. Same. We're gonna do the same thing we just did again. So, what are we doing? We start off here, sell side of the curve. Why? We're going down, right? Sell side of the curve. So look how green is just supporting. You get the break first. I'm not even going to go into that. I'm not even going into that, but we can go into that. So sell model starts. Well, this is technically buy model. No, it's actually sell model. The sell model starts, but ends up being the bottom leg for the buy model. But point is, you get the shift down. How do we know we get a shift? Displacement. The opposite close candles no longer supported price. And we get some nice displacement. We get the fair value gap, all that jazz. Get one here, rebalances, delivers lower. But again, notice how This green candle here doesn't get broke. It gets broke here, but the high of it barely gets hit. It's a stop hunt, sure, but you can see how it really didn't trade there that long. So it ends up keep trading lower, and that's how you can look for, what are you delivering right now? Because you can even see here, opposite close, order block here supports it. Red close candle starts supporting price. And then this was the holiday also, but you get the idea. Green candle, opposite close, supports it here still. And then all of a sudden, you get liquidity grab. Because you need to assume you're going to keep delivering sell side until you get the reversal. Until you hit and can notice that reversal, you're probably going to keep delivering sell side or whatever side you're on until it's done. And until it's done, you need to assume that's just going to go in short. Even when it's up here, you don't want to assume this is bullish at all. Yeah, it looks bullish, but you can see how if you got anything up here, you still got a nice fucking hit on it. Because you could either sell into these equal lows, which just generates sell side for people. You get some sell side here. It gets bought up. And then all of a sudden, this whole down move gets fucking hit. And all these opposite close candles that were supposed to support price again, remember, get broke. And now all of a sudden, those aren't supporting price anymore. So that's that shift you're looking for. You're looking for some kind of like liquidity collection, or it just rips into a high like this, either one. And then you're looking for the new candles to start failing. So for example, you're looking for the green ones to start failing, and you're looking for the red ones to start holding it down, which you can see it does because this is technically a breaker. But it goes, you get the fair value gap here again, comes back into it. This whole thing just gets supported, and now all of a sudden you're on buy side of the curve. But again, you're looking for that shift first. And until that shift occurs, you assume that you're on sell side of the curve in this case until you get the shift. And you're only going to know when you get that shift when you get some kind of, you don't have to get a liquidity grab, but you're going to need something because you need something to pair your order with. But as well as just what opposite close candles are holding price. And you also don't want to see fair value gaps or imbalances on like a retrace. So it comes up, and notice how these red candles, all the ones in here, just hold price, and then it keeps pushing. The red closed candles in here get bought up, so you know that's an order block that's confirmed. It holds it, and then just keeps delivering. Again, look at here as well, because you could be way late. You could be quote unquote late and all the way over here. You haven't really finished the buy model yet because your target's here. So you've gotten the reversal. You're on buy side of the curve now. Notice how again opposite closed candles support the price, and then it delivers. And it's when they fail to stop supporting it is when it changes. Because again, look, we're assuming bullish. These red candles all of a sudden stop supporting it, and you get displacement down with the gaps and whatnot. And all of a sudden, you're on sell side of the curve, and you can see it delivered to this low and whatever the fuck's in here. But again, that's what you're looking for: is opposite those candles, what's supporting it, and then have you spotted the transition yet or the shift? Like those two things, you'll be surprised how easily you can either A, just sell it, or just buy, I should say just market order into it. If you recognize what side of the curve you're on, or wait for some kind of retracement and expect these opposite close candles to support the price. And then that way you can keep continuing where it's going. And it's very, very powerful because all of a sudden you're pretty much on the right side of the market all the time, or at least for a much higher percentage of the time. Yes, shit's fractal and you'll get buy models and sell models in between, but if you're able to recognize the shift like this and what side of the curve that you're on, you just trade along that side of the curve until the model's done. That's my speech. I also started smoking, so it doesn't help at all. So, I mean, even in, can we go to ES right now? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of. Kind of do, kind of don't. I mean, if you go to like if you go to NAS 100, like a CFD, I can show you what we're in like the middle of right now. Yeah. So this is Irene Dark, you know what this is, right? CFD of NASDAQ. Oh.
What is this?
It's a CFD. So basically it's NASDAQ futures as a copy. So you can
Oh,
basically you can get free futures data by using CFDs. If you go to like a 5-ish, to kind of show where we're at right now. So I mean, even in this we can see. All right, cool. Obviously breaker because breaker gang, but that's another speech. So you can kind of see here. Well, this is why I said NQ delivered sloppy. Like it just hit a green candle and said, "Nah, I'm gonna go." But you can see we collected under this, and there was a lot of sell orders underneath here because people put their stop loss here. So once that is hit, sell orders enter the market. If sell orders are entering the market, that allows you to buy. Smart money. So again, what do we start looking for? Can you zoom into like future? You can zoom into like overnight only, like 3 p.m. to like now, basically, like here and onwards. You can probably see how. I don't know. Yeah, give me some zoom in for the because I can see, but I don't know if they can. Dark. Am I muted? Mic test. Anyone? Type in chat.
seem like what happened?
What? Oh shit. Can you zoom into like after my blue line here, my blue vertical? Bro, are you on a trackpad or some shit?
No, why?
Bro, use your mouse wheel.
The wheel?
Yeah, use the fucking wheel. All right. All right, same kind of thing. Now notice here, what do we have? We're just going from this high because I don't want to be all that guy. We go sell model here, run buy side, get the shift. All of a sudden, this red close candle no longer supports price. Now looks what happens. The opposite close ones start doing all of a sudden. Green holds it. Green holds it. Green holds it until it delivers to that low, which it does. And then as you get this push up here, these red close candles, once their high gets taken, that confirms the order block. So we've hit a good spot to essentially reverse, ideally. So you can see how now all of a sudden these red close candles are supporting price. Yeah, you get a stop hunt here, intermediate stop hunt. But again, the only reason you're taking out longs is to keep going long. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only reason you stop out longs is to go long. You don't do it to stop out shorts. Like you know what I'm saying? So obviously you need to recognize that if you have an FEG or anything like that and internal liquidity, it's going to get fucking ripped, and you want to buy that and not unless you're trailer or some shit like that. But recognizing that again, how you can see these down close candles get bought up, and then all of a sudden these are back to supporting price. So what you really should expect could be, not confirmed, you could be on buy side of the curve to at least this high. Now again, whoa, we got midnight open and a new day starts and all that shit. But again, knowing this, you can use this to help spot what side of the curve. And because even so, what you can do is even if you're down in here, you just make this a low risk buy because you're just assuming that this is going to hold. And if it doesn't, that's fine. Shit's wrong. It's okay. But that's what you're looking for. Is you're looking for that shift of what opposite colored candles are supporting price. And right now, down and red closed candles are supporting price. So that means you should be on buy side of the curve, unless you're in some kind of micro pullback. That's really just a stop line. Because technically, this can just all be for this, something to refill in here, and then just keeps going lower anyways. Technically, I'm not going to rule anything, but again, if you don't have an inefficiency like this present, you can even more so assume that you're going to be on buy side of the curve. So that's where we're at, like right this second. I'm going to screenshot this. We're going to post it. We're going to see what happens. We wake up tomorrow. Putting it in daily recap. I'm going to sit there till tomorrow. Yeah. So, if I had to guess though, might be on buy side of the curve, boys. Plus Tuesday low of the week would be kind of sick, but we still have. Do we have that low? Nasdaq have? Oh no, Nasdaq doesn't have that low. I'll admit the draw on Nasdaq and ES is definitely lower, like the overall draw on the daily. But could you throw out some BS and retrace? Could. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically what you're looking for. Side of the curve. Which side is it? What opposite colored candles are supporting? All right, Dark. I'm kind of done, only because if I keep talking, it's going to be the same thing, just on repeat. So that's my lesson for you.
I think we're gonna end it here too.
I got the screenshot, so we'll know by tomorrow. But I'm not the one to say I told you so. I would never. But yeah, just something to look out and see if it happens, or if it like liquidates this again, and then you go back to buy side of the curve. That even more so fucking run this. And I don't know about this. You might not ever hit. Thank you, Thinker. I appreciate it. Are they red ones or are they green ones that are holding it down? I mean, you can even see right now we're starting to again push up. You just purge some early buy side. How do you expect to be purging early buy side? Because you have FVG here to hit. Same kind of thing here. You have an FVG to hit. It doesn't make sense to re-rip essentially and reprice without it. So it just builds up internal, comes in, collects it, and then continues. Same kind of thing. Internal. Why is it internal? Because it's just fucking sitting here. But again, FVG to reprice to. So you're expecting anything in here, internal, taken out, you should expect to move higher. Because again, you're only stopping out longs to go long. It's the only thing you do it for. So who knows? But that's what's so cool about it is you're looking at the same thing twice in a 5 minute. When I mean you can see it pretty much everywhere. Fancy. I mean, even same thing here. You're hitting this. Now, to be fair, with like cell models or like box 3, whatever you want to call it, where the side of the curve shifts, it usually hits like some higher time frame point of interest almost always. That's like the key to realizing or expecting the shift to occur somewhere. So something to keep in mind. But again, buy side, red's holding it down. Rebalance FVG here, broke, and displace. Green candles start holding it down until it delivers to the low. And then it technically reversed because you go buy model to sell model to buy model to sell model, but that's lesson like 5. This is like lesson 1.5. So yeah, that's really what you're looking for is you're always in a model. Sometimes you're in box 1, you're the consolidation, and you're just in it. Sometimes you're in 2, you're just hitting it early, doing whatever. 3-minute candle's the best. It doesn't matter. Purely preference. I don't even use the 3 anymore, to be honest. I use the 2, 5, 15 an hour, like the daily. But again, pure preference. I cannot tell you that one's better than the other. Because even like ICT, when he does FEG hunts, he scrolls through like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and looks for them one at a time. So he uses all of them. Because again, no matter what price does, it's still price delivering. You're just looking at it through a different lens because it's a 3-minute versus a 4-minute. It's still price. It's going to open and close in the exact same spot that it did, regardless of the time frame you look at. So it doesn't matter. If you like the 3, dude, trade the fucking 3. That's literally the only thing I can tell you. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the 3 as well. I'm not dissing it at all. I actually love the 3-minute. So trade what you like and trade the time frame you want to be executed on. Because what you really want to do is frame your entry on a smaller time frame, but your location, your side of the curve, all that other bullshit on a larger time frame that's higher than it. So like if you want to use, say you want to trade the 3, you really should be watching like the 15 and the 1 and use the 3 for entries. Because you're going to use the 1 and the 15 for actual location of where you're at in the market and recognizing where you're at. So like if you're on 15-minute buy side of the curve, but your 3-minute is like partially bearish, well, it doesn't matter because you know that your larger time frame is still buy side and you're expecting it to do something like that eventually. It'll just tear through whatever you have going on in the smaller time frame. Because this shit's all fractal. So like you don't want to get caught up in the small bullshit when you're really part of a larger stream of move. It's doing something else, you know. So trade the time frame you want, but definitely have something that you want to be entering on and when you want to be like analyzing location on where you're at in the market. Doesn't matter what, but you need to know what they are. I mean, you know, for you. Also, literally, just because for you guys, FVG, internal, boom, baby boom. I don't know. I didn't say all that. I'm just saying. But it's cool that once you start seeing it, you just see it over and over and over on repeat. That's it. So that's a good thing though. If you see an FVG, expect any kind of shit like that to just be internal liquidity. Honestly, it's kind of meta actually. That we're talking about it, and I'm high. Yeah. Would that be it? Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I can't honestly believe the Qs lost $35, bro, in like 10 days. Actually fucking scary. No.
Oh yeah, dive session. We just puked.
Dude, last 10 days just been actually atrocious.
We were at 410 like 2 weeks ago.
I know, dude. Great. You said it's the meta? I mean, I think it's pretty meta. Or you just laugh at the fact that I said meta, not the actual company.
Young thinker.
I remember. Do you think I remember you, bro? Don't even worry about it. I still remember you. Yeah, dude. It's all just, dude. It's all just practice. That's all it is. You just have to keep doing it and looking at it. Like, there's no way to, like, even in the very first screenshot that I did, like I said, that was forward testing. I couldn't have, like, I had no, that was current data essentially. I couldn't have done anything else or have more data in front of me. But in order to get that, you just have to literally sit there and watch. But the thing is, you can't, when I say watch, I truly mean like watch. Like you're not watching, you're not paper trading, you're not trying to live trade, you are literally watching. Like your goal is to sit there and watch. And that's it. And annotate it. Like you never even consider trading at any point the time you're actually watching it. But that's what you have to do in order to get that, like that foresight, whatever you want to call it. There's no shortcut to it, unfortunately. But when you try to mix it with live trading or even just paper trading, it's going to fuck up your judgment and your learning, especially because you're in a completely different mind state. But if you know that from the very beginning, the moment you look at the chart, like if we're watching right now, we know I'm not trading. I'm literally just watching. You understand that from the get-go. And you should be able to see things a lot more clearly because you don't have any of that quote unquote pressure or anything like that coming at you because you're not actually trading. You're literally watching and watching only. So